This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans from around the corner and around the world, welcome to another installment of Wrestling Insiders. I'm Dan Marotti here at MWF Studios, just north of Boston, in downtown Melrose, Massachusetts, 02176, the zip code of champions. Stay tuned after the news for some awesome money-saving deals where you can support indie wrestling. Let's check out the WWE SmackDown live taping Tuesday, August 16th, 2016, from the Frank Irwin Center in Austin, Texas. Taped for WWE main event on the WWE Network, Kane defeated local competitor Ricky Starks, and Baron Corbin defeated Rhino. SmackDown opened with Miz TV and guest the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Dean Ambrose and his opponent at SummerSlam, Dolph Ziggler. Miz went through Ziggler's WWE history and wanted to know what Ziggler was going to do after SummerSlam if he lost. Ziggler said he's only focused on SummerSlam itself. Ambrose said the chip on Ziggler's shoulder is going to weigh him down and he'll choke under the pressure. Ziggler fired back and in mid-sentence super-kicked Ambrose. In 12-man tag team action, the Usos, American Alpha, and the Hype Brothers defeated the Ascension, the Vaudevillains, and Breezango. This match was way too quick considering the number of men involved. The big push is on for American Alpha as they went over using their Grand Amplitude finisher on Aiden English. I'm going to continue to say it each and every week so there's a track record when it happens. I believe there is great potential for Jason Jordan to be a top-of-the-card main event player for years to come as he continues to improve week in, week out. He has the size and athletic pedigree to go along with the great look and charisma. It's a team effort between any athlete and WWE's creative staff, but my money's on Jordan. I'm still hopeful WWE will come up with something meaningful for Tyler Breeze to do, as well as he's been going round and around in a circle for almost a year now. I realized there was a locker room incident, but nothing that was big enough to hold back quality talent from doing what he does best, and that is giving the fans excitement on their television set. Naomi against Eva Marie never happened. I have to put over Naomi's entrance. It was out of this world. She had this neon outfit on and the dark lights. Whoever collaborated on this idea deserves a giant pat on the back, as it took a female wrestler fans were usually indifferent towards, and it really, really made Naomi shine. The Eva Marie excuse of the week for her not wrestling was that her car was stuck in traffic. Not disappointed myself, but this is again another effective tactic in establishing Eva Marie as a heel for the fans to dislike her more and more. There were vignettes announcing the return of former WWE Tag Team Champion and Edgehead Kurt Hawkins to WWE. These vignettes were effective as establishing Hawkins' return as actually meaning something to fans. You could argue they did more for him than his entire previous run did in WWE. Heath Slater defeated Randy Orton via disqualification in what should have been his return to the SmackDown roster. Earlier in the night, Slater confronted Orton, Daniel Bryan, and Shane McMahon, trying to earn another opportunity after the beating he received from Brock Lesnar the night before on Raw. He wound up getting another beating at the hands of Orton in this match, so bad that the referee disqualified Orton, hence Slater returning to Team Blue. Orton threw Slater around ringside, then mimicked Lesnar back in the ring, hitting a couple of German suplexes before an RKO. It seemed like Slater was now back in business on SmackDown, but in the locker room when he was being checked on by officials, Slater was so out of it from the beating he took, he thought Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon were Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon and started to put the two of them over, leading to Shane walking off without the contract signed. I thought that was pretty funny. WWE World Champion Dean Ambrose defeated Eric Rowan in another quick match, with the champion going over in quick order to build his SummerSlam title defense against Ziggler. Ambrose pinned Rowan with the Dirty Deeds. After the match was over, Bray Wyatt took Rowan's sheet mask and left it on his chair, walking off to the dislike of the fans on hand in Austin. Becky Lynch and Carmella teamed up to defeat Natalya and the lovely Alexa Bliss. They later announced a 6-woman tag team match for SummerSlam, where these two teams will be joined by Naomi and Eva Marie, respectively. Baron Corbin attacked Kalisto in the back for the second week in a row. Little Kalisto hasn't been looking so good in his altercations with the big man. There was another great Randy Orton Brock Lesnar hype video. It was excellent. Another video package that delivered on getting fans to want to see Orton and Lesnar that much more at SummerSlam. In the main event, John Cena defeated Alberto Del Rio. Again, it was crickets for Del Rio coming out, but the fans were into the match with Cena involved. I like the fact that they put over Del Rio's Hell in a Cell U.S. Championship victory over Cena last October. Cena went over clean with the attitude adjustment. AJ Styles was on commentary and quickly attacked Cena after the match, grabbing his mic saying that he'd be the new face of the place after SummerSlam. Styles left, then he came back in an attempt to hit a Styles Clash. Cena countered and hit an attitude adjustment, then went outside the ring and hit another one off of the steel steps to end the show. I really hope AJ Styles is going to go over for a victory at SummerSlam, because there'd be no reason for him to take a beating like that on the go-home edition of SmackDown if he's going to lose again. With Cena filming another season, I should say, of American Grit and involved in so many non-WWE related projects right now, it only makes sense to have Cena establish someone like Styles with as much credibility as possible. But we'll see what happens on a loaded, and I mean loaded, SummerSlam 2016 from Brooklyn this Sunday night on WWE Network. Let's check out our Twitter polls from this week. What did you think of SmackDown Live? 68% thumbs up, 19% thumbs in the middle, 13% thumbs down. Again, SmackDown rates higher than Raw, second week in a row. What match do you want to see the most at SummerSlam? 50% Rollins and Finn Balor, 21% Lesnar and Orton, 18% for Cena and Styles, and 11% for Ambrose and Ziggler. And then, I was irked again this week listening to the commentary. It's not effective. It's not all that good. It's just kind of there and takes away from JBL and Mauro Ranallo. Is David Otunga an effective announcer / salesman, which is what a wrestling commentator is? 65% of the fans said no. Only 35% said yes. Will David Otunga continue to grow in his announcing role? I would have liked to have seen him had more time on the WWE Network programs such as Main Event and Superstars, or even down in NXT. I do not think he's ready for one of the two primetime shows. What did you think of SmackDown this week? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. It's a hot summer on WWE Network with WWE NXT and the Cruiserweight Classic lighting up Wednesdays, along with SummerSlam and not one but two pay-per-views, with Backlash and Clash of Champions in September. Not currently subscribed to WWE Network? Come on now. Use our link below and get 1 month absolutely free. Get the pay-per-views live, the awesome weekly shows, and over 6,000 hours of on-demand content for free. See Lesnar and Orton at SummerSlam, Holy Foley, brand-exclusive pay-per-views, and so much more at its regular price of only $9.99 per month. It's the best value in sports and entertainment. You want to talk about a great summer sale? Head on over to the MWF store on the BostonWrestling.com super site. We've got brand new WWE t-shirts, autographs, action figures, posters, and more. And this summer I have a special where if you spend $25 or more, you get a WWE t-shirt absolutely free. Not only is it a great deal, but every dollar spent helps our endeavors to bring you action-packed live events and video content. Enjoy 1,200 free videos on our YouTube channel. As we count down to our 15th anniversary, we're releasing a new video each day at 12 o'clock, flashing back to highlights and even a few lowlights on the adventure that is the Millennium Wrestling Federation. Subscribe to our channel using the link below or use youtube.com/BostonWrestlingCom. We also have regular news videos, TV episode recaps, results, interviews, and so much more. Help us bring you even more great video content by donating an amount of any size to paypal.me/Boston Wrestling. Again, every dollar donated helps us bring you more great live events and video content. That wasn't enough. We have a new video on demand section on YouTube where you can either rent or own some of our classic state-of-the-art studio shoot interviews. In honor of the 10-year anniversary since the original No Holds Barred Iron Sheik studio shoot interview went viral and on the Howard Stern Show, we've remastered it and made it available for fans around the world to enjoy for as little as $5.99. We also have an awesome WrestleMania 1 roundtable studio shoot with the Sheik, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, and Cowboy Bob Orton, where all three WWE Hall of Famers look back at the WWF boom of the 1980s. John Cena Sr. joins me as co-host for in-depth studio shoots with both Paul Bearer and the first and only shoot ever done with the Boogeyman. Paul Dempsey joins us and pulls back the curtain on WWE NXT. Again, not only can you rent or own these awesome interviews, but every dollar goes right back into our efforts to bring you live event and video content. Another easy way to help our efforts is to use the links below or on the front page of the BostonWrestling.com super site to do your shopping on WWEshop.com, Amazon.com, or Walmart.com. If you make a purchase on any of those websites, wrestling-related stuff or not, we get a tiny kickback, and best of all, your cost doesn't increase 1 cent. Hey, Christmas is going to be here before you know it. Please keep us in mind, as again, every purchase made helps support indie wrestling. Last but not least, have a free ride on me with our friends at Uber. That's right. If you've never used Uber before, get a free ride up to $20 on the house to try out their great service. Forget about overpriced taxi cabs. Uber service is great. The cars are clean. The drivers are some interesting folks. Use the link below and see for yourself. I tried Uber for the first time last October in New York City for the WWE Madison Square Garden event, and I've used it regularly ever since. You won't regret it. Running out of time here, folks, as we approach our 15th anniversary. Don't miss a day on the BostonWrestling.com supersite, as you never know what's going on in our world. Like us on Facebook.com/MWF Action. Follow us on Twitter at MWF2001. And again, subscribe for free to our YouTube channel at YouTube.com/BostonWrestlingCom. Until we speak again, folks, you and yours, be well.